AD carry top lane,
Well,
personally.
What if he just doesn't play that at all and plays Ambessa instead? This draft for KRX is
Just an inkling that this is what's happening, especially with the Ziggs, because Ziggs will just lane by himself. We've seen this so many times now.
yeah. I do. Okay, should be fine for Rich, but it's a little bit annoying. I do think they're aware of this. We're going to see the cross from Willer immediately into the enemy jungle. And so while his top side camps are not really accessible, he can turn this into vertical jungling a little bit. The lane prio for UCal will be there early. At level 1, he'll get level 2 advantage. This bottom lane is a little bit weird, but definitely feels Jin favored at the moment, especially with where the Shen is right now. Let's see if he can make something of this. Looks like he's not going to. I'm just mini-map casting at the moment, but see if they can continue to put the pressure on, because they've got Wheeler here. This is a Duckers at level 1.
Yeah, I think he's going to be in a lot of trouble, but the flash is excellent, as now Willer's trying to line up the flag and drag. Eventually, he does go for it, and the kill will come through, but Willer does fall. First blood for Willer.
Duckdom has TP, so he can get right back to the lane, but he will lose some of this farm, so I still think it's a good thing. Let's see if they can defend this, though.
Oh, the stun comes through on the Camille. It's much more reliable. Rich just elects not to flash at all in your head. You know, Duckdom, no teleport, no flash. And that does mean that Peter is going to come down. But if they were going to go for another dive, definitely a way to do it with no flash on the Ziggs. Dudu does miss that second undertow, and in this long lane, if you do that, you're going to be in a bit of trouble as it comes back up, though. Goes for the shield, and Rich has to back away for now. Big wave here, and so Dudu does as well.
Yep. Dudu might... Okay, this is really scary. Rich is going to have to make a choice here if he wants to keep fighting and crash this wave, as Peter's pushing on to Andal, no taunt.
Yeah, he doesn't have flash either, so he's just dead, especially with the very nice angle on the satchel with him very out of position. As now the Lee Sin comes up to the top lane, Rich trying to get away from this one. He does have his own flash. Dudu trying to set it up, but oh, the flash on him from Charvel. And Dudu dies to the minion!
No. Yes, this is DNS versus KRX. This is what it's going to be. Cure the kill there onto UCal, which would have made it worth it, even if he did die, which I don't think he would have necessarily with no stun. This matchup is so volatile, and for Dudu, you have to keep pushing the envelope. As you guys can see here, he's really trying to do it, taking a lot of minion damage again.
Man. He's like almost diving the turret. Look, what is this? The DNS gank squad coming on in. Andal, no flash, and he's going to just die. And the issue with this is that now they just realm warp to the top lane and kill Rich as well, as he doesn't have any flash shot. Sonic Wave goes wide again. I'm not sure about why that keeps missing. Instantly setting up kills. Aiming is, he's just dead. I mean, there's nobody down here to help him. There's no, I mean, I guess Rich has TP.
I don't think he should use it.
He should not use it. And they're just waiting for Charvel to do the drugs, I guess.
Exhaust, so maybe it's just too hard, as Andal is actually going to get over here.
This level 3, he's like, I'm ready to help out, as the kick is pretty brutal, but it doesn't matter. And yeah, he was dead about 30 seconds ago when I said it.
Yeah. Let's see if they can group for a fight here now on this Rift Herald, because KRX have a massive prio lead for this objective.
It's a very long lane, and or TP response. They want to try to kill Rich, who's just going to TP out of here himself. And he does manage to get away. And now there's two people from DNS on the bottom side, and they're getting engaged on in mid, as they're going to find the Ziggs. The Ziggs not very valuable anymore now that he's dead.
And DNS bought the ability to just ignore a potential soul fight later on, just because it's not a soul fight anymore. It's a soul point fight. You're going to see a ult here onto these, to kill the Olaf.
Yeah, no Ghost, no Ragnarok. They actually punished this immediately, so... Right? No way!
That's so silly, but actually very satisfying. So they get a trade here.
Oh, no.
But bottom turret still goes down. Who is winning this game? We don't know. We're not playing the Challengers game, but if we were, we would be very upset about trying to make a choice right now.
I am going to put my money on DNS, personally. I'm going to play the game. Right as I say that, Peter dies. So the timing is impeccable. That's what we know.
Duckdom,
okay,
just gonna walk it up. Walk it up.
There is no...
Valdez, what were you saying?
There is no... there is no explanation for that. There is none. He saw Willer. He saw him, and he... Oh, God. Okay, now we're going to just engage onto the Jarvan, who just flag drags away. Ondil gets baited in. He has to flash out of here, so immediately DNS gets something.
Yukal's backing like, what are you guys even doing over there?
You're definitely right on that. Second dragon coming up in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But Scuttle, we're still going for it. They're going to throw everything into Sarvel, and surely they get the kill. Yes, they do. As the follow-up, they're going to look for Peter. That is a double for the Annie. And even Ondu will go down, but who cares? The follow-up, the flag and drag flash is very nice here from Willer. As I said you shouldn't be in range, by the way, Jin. Aiming does go down to the rise. Follow-up here from Rich. Wants to go for the trade.
Hide in bush and then win fight. Or
Who is very fast. I mean, it's really up to him as he's going to try to flash away, but it doesn't matter. Rich with the follow-up picks up the kill.
it's a potentially 2 dragon apiece game. I mean, this could be, we might be halfway through game 1.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Peter.
These teams have been struggling to... Oh, no, that's an interrupt. See you later, closer. He's not able to realm warp away from danger this time. And this time, the dragon actually is spawning.
Yeah, so it's a good move. It's a good
Yeah.
time to do that. Charvel does not want to interact with the other champions right now. They're not, allied champions are okay. That's a good one. Safeguard away for safety. And also to guard Duck Dom.
Yeah, and himself.
All right. Do dragon. Do not chase. Nope, they chase. Okay, that's fine. It could be more kills.
Okay, nice ult. Gonna catch Peter. Looking for Duck Dom too. Duck Dom in a really rough spot. Already flashed. No satchel. He's dead too. That's
I
2
guess
kills.
DNS just thought, oh, they'll just do dragon. They won't chase. They thought the same as me.
Yeah.
However, they did chase. This Dudu is gonna at least get some. Oh, we're just doing Baron. We don't want that dragon. Nobody wants that dragon. They thought the dragon was 2 minutes ago, right? That's why we fought for that. As this is going to be Baron, and Charvel is here with Flash, and he is Lee Sin, so we'll see if they can keep him away. I mean, Olaf here too, kind of scary, but I think they got it. I think they've done it.
Well, this is good from Dudu. Going to force the Annie away, force the turn to come in, as Dudu should be going down, but he takes Yukal with him, and the damage forces the Cataclysm. In goes Charvel, but he's super low. It's too early on the play. He gets very close, actually.
400 gold up right now is Willer, who has really controlled this mid game. What have we learned about Lee Sin?
Well, we learned he's going to go in. Closer's going to realm warp over. This Jin doesn't deal damage yet. Taunt goes through after he follows on the ward. And now we got an Ambessa in the back line, and the front line is alone. Closer will die. Ondil's here, joined the Ambessa, who is very deep in the in spot, and will pay the price for it. They also do take down Charvel eventually. It's a very messy one. No. No!
Classic Camille moment.
Yeah.
Aiming, just be aware.
Aiming doesn't deal damage. But eventually, Yukal would kill him, so there you go.
Duck Tom didn't have ult. I thought he had ult. I was like, that's a little scary. If he got hit by one of those strays, Willer gets on him and he dies, so I guess that's what you have to do.
He didn't have his satchel, I guess. I mean, he just had to flash. Dudu's way off on the left. Peter's like, I am getting into the fight no matter what. He's dead. Okay, they're looking for the flank here. Looking for aiming is Dudu. Can he take out the 80 carries? The question. Exhaust going to help out quite a lot. Flash over the wall, and Dudu picks it up.
There was no doubt in my mind. However,
it got a little bit close, but yeah,
the other side of the fight is
Dom is getting run down by an Ambessa and an Annie. I just remember at 50 minutes when I said DNS were going to win.
I know, I was
still
regretting
that. This front line, though, they're looking for Peter, and that means that Dudu can just run rampant onto the Annie. Now the follow-up, the kick is fantastic as they get the kill there on aiming, and now the follow-up is there. Dudu doesn't have his Ragnarok anymore, but he's still Olaf, and all of a sudden DNS are trying to come back, but Rich is still full health, and everybody has no health here on the side of DNS. They're just going to focus down this Ambessa, though. Dudu lives until the very end and then dies to Willer, as Duck Dom here does live until the end himself and gets the shutdown.
There's quartered, but we don't really have a third. It's been reduced by 66.6%.
It was at like 8K, so it's not even quite a third just yet. And now Yukal is in a rough spot. The follow-up is there, And he is going to go golden against the Ziggs ultimate. This is such a chaotic game. They're going to take down the Annie, but Sharvel also going to fall. They're chasing Ondil to the ends of the earth. And they get out of position for it. Now Dudu's in a bit of trouble. And this time, when you lock up the Olaf, oh, that crit into Peter, too. He's pretty gigantic. At least they can roll more away from aiming now.
They can deal with this Olaf. Like, maybe that's a stupid thing to say.
They have a ton of damage now. Another kick comes in, and Sharvel just dies. he was ahead of his time. You know, I like the idea. They're going to get the lockdown here, though. Onto closer. He just dies for free. And I think now, one by one, the dominoes are falling.
The Sharvel kicks, they're either fight winning or they're one of those. An Insect Classic kick from that show match series that we saw. You know, it doesn't really change the tides. You know, there was a reason why I said ask me in 10 minutes, because at the time when I asked you, it wasn't a fair question. That's the whole point of the Challengers game. I'm kind of cheating, so I won't take credit on this one, but I do think that at 32 minutes into this game, KRX are gonna lock it up.
Yeah, it does look like they have figured it out. Eventually, took them a little bit. Nice flash here from aiming. Gets away, ignites in. Peter is so desperate to try to take him out, but it ain't 5 minutes into the game anymore. This Camille has certainly lost some of its pressure. And Rich is kind of bouncing around, but he's taking a lot of damage as that Q nearly takes him down, but it actually gets him in the end. As Ucal gets in there, takes him down with
Olaf alive, an Olaf alive, kind of scary.
Yeah, closer too, but they don't have any turrets left, so just gonna lock up the Olaf once again up against the Tibbers. And there are quite a lot of minions now, as Dudu does not have the Ragnarok, just gonna try to take down Ondil and can't even do that. As now 1Q gets the job done from Ucal, and finally they will end this beautiful first game.
And by they, you mean the minions.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was a game. Who is POM? I think it's Willer.
It is.
I think it's Willer.
It's Willer.
He had a large impact in this game. He, I think, really controlled the jungle. There were a few specific moments where we saw Sharvel get the better of him, but it wasn't consistent, right? And even though Dudu tried to save the game multiple times, I think if he flashed to the left, maybe he gets on top of them. Anyway, Willer gets the POG, which is, for us, our vote, so we're not surprised by that. That's weird, but it passes. It passes, I think. It works. You're not going to have a fun time in the lane, but it's not the worst lane ever. You have a Pantheon for the 3v3, so you can battle it out. And also, because of the Jace top, I mean, maybe the junglers will be top side anyways, if you can just be self-sufficient down here. The Corki, I think, is pretty risky. I'd rather see the Yunara because I think you do need... Yeah. I mean,
no words, no.
I think honestly, it's almost a disservice to quantify 21 as K-pop exclusively, because I think it's a little bit more than that. They're their own thing. They're their own genre. They defined a new genre of music. But anyway, we do have a bit of a fight here.
That's a discussion for another time.
Yeah.
I'm very curious on your deeper thoughts on 21 and their influence. We are going to have a fight here in the jungle, very deep as the stun comes in, and now Jace goes over the wall. Willer in a rough spot as Willer is going to go down for first blood. And now they're just following up here on Rich, who has to take the weirdest magical journey to his doom. 2 kills for the Jace, who's feeling very good now. That was not great. And now aiming comes in and is just chipping away at the members of DNS. Double kill goes over to Ucal.
Experience than you, so they actually know the risks and how to outplay them on their engage. And yeah, otherwise here we're sometimes just going in blind, like we've seen Peter do a lot this series, where you're like, I found him, but what about everything else that's on the map? You know, what about the other parts of this? As Rich is going to find 3 people.
Yeah, could be in a bit of danger, especially with the Bard nearby. And Rich is just going to run in the direction of Peter, but now flash away just to be followed by Sharvel. Do they have the damage, though? 1Q on the execute will get the job done. Outplay and be proactive and get good leads. I believe that after game 1, they probably got some good feedback, and this time I trust, which may be a mistake, their ability to you know, fix the issues that they had in game 1, where they had a lead and then they lost it pretty heavily. And, you know, they have Yunar and they have Cassiopeia as well. They have a lot of pressure on the map as they are looking for the play here on the Wheeler. Trying to get into the circle is Duck Tom. He's going to have to flash out of that one, but a good play at the end of the day. Wheeler forced to flash himself, and it's just the 1 kill.
Yeah, do get the Tempered Fate onto Wheeler there, but there's no follow-up. And so now they're going to be able to get this Rift Herald, so it's a huge win. You know, this time, last time you made that prediction didn't work out so well, but this time it's looking very good.
Well, there's
for
still
DNS.
Lots of time.
As Rich does have Equalizer, I don't know if it's worth it to just drop it in the pit.
He's overheated. Doesn't even get a chance, and now UCal's like, whoa, oh, I guess they were doing the Rift Herald.
You ever think about, well, I guess I should wait till this is fully done. Equalizer defensively is going to accomplish almost nothing.
I'm not really sure what the idea there was. Duck Dom is in a bit of trouble, gets knocked up, but the Magical Journey gets him over the wall. He's still dead. Peter now in a bit of trouble as Willis trying to channel his inner Konami, picks up another kill. And that is a nice clapback here from KRX.
Okay, Closer also in trouble.
For more, and he's overheated once again, but this time actually can deal damage with it.
So you see it, right? So they could have waited until it was more zoning there, but instead it was a bit early. Either way, I see the idea is what I was getting at there, and it did end up being a nice punish. Now they got the Tempered Fate on the Karma.
And they're going to land a slow, and a giant barrel of damage is dumped on his head. As Willer does have to drop the Crescent Guard, and this time the Equalizer does get some good value. Charvel going to be pulled back with a Shockwave, and now Dudu kind of getting locked up. He is burning so close to death. I wonder how low he really is. Charvel super low himself, but Willer dies to the rest of the team. Look at the health bars right now at DNS. And as Rich is kind of hoping he would have a second Equalizer, that would be perfect. Oh, very nice Petrifying Gaze. Closer nearly going to take him down and even stops the follow-up. Oh, Charvel!
Oh my God.
Incredible!
Okay, so I want everyone to watch the fight back. Watch Willer and Charvel at the beginning. So 4 kills to the Pantheon. And it's looking like this might be going 3 games.
Rich is in trouble. He's being chased down. Really nowhere for him to go. Willer was nearby, but he's not able to help. Dudu picks up his 5th kill of the contest. You've got this really fed Jace, who's 4,000 gold ahead, who has Serpent's Fang. So a lot of your survivability is just taken away. Rich goes in against Closer. It's a bait all along, I suppose. He is going to flash away, and here comes aiming and Dondil. But Peter is here to help out, as now they're diving the bottom lane. UCal is alone. Nice flash, but the follow-up is really there due to flashing in. Seems to be a bit cleaner. Kind of, you know, if you get the lead, you know how to close out the series. Whereas Rice Group can be a bit more messy. We're seeing it here, though, at KeSPA Cup. It's a lot more messy. It's a lot more chaotic, as now we get a crazy fight once again. They throw a lot into Ondil, but he's just a Karma. I mean, that's not a huge amount of value, but they're only going to get Charvel. Oh, the big Shockwave. Rich tries to go in, though, and he immediately pays for it. Charvel will live on tiny health once again.
A low health Pantheon, the fight. And now, looking for more on the top side is Charvel. He has no fear. I think we've learned that. We've established that.
He's running in there, flashes away. Now he's kind of regretting his decisions.
Dead or not? Is he still alive?
Equalizer comes in. Dudu gonna miss the accelerated shock blast. That's 2 kills for KRX.
Maybe not always going in is not the perfect way to play the rest of this game. Yeah,
and they're winning fights.
Yeah. Or DNS losing them. That is the other way to look at it.
Yes.
Rich has his equalizer, not his equalizer, but his heat set here for a potential fight and or Baron take, as bounty gold is secured in the top lane from that push. This is so wonky. All right, there's no jungler here. So as long as they slow play this should just be it. I mean, it's just a Baron.
Closer's not going to hit that poison. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. On the Hunt is already procced here. Can just smite it at 1100. Duck Dom goes in and goes down immediately. 2 kills, though. Go over to Closer. Big Shockwave once again. And UCal utilizing the big lead he has. And aiming is online. KRX.
Gold King diff on the bottom side. He's 60 CS up from behind, and he is Sivir just catching waves, and you know he's taking all these camps. He's been fed money. KRX know how aiming works, and they're gonna oil up the well-oiled machine after post oil to do the damage in the late game.
I see what you're saying. They're trying to engage here. I don't know about this. They're trying to get in that back line, but Charvel is so isolated from the rest of the squad. For the follow-up here from Closer, is there. They get the kill onto Willer, and now trying to go through the magical journey. Protobelt's going to help out quite a lot, but Rich eventually does go down. The chase is on from the Unara.
He buys enough time, I think, for Aiming and crew to get away. Aiming is going to try for an empowered recall, but he turns.
Yeah, he kind of has to. He's caught here. Stun comes in, no spell shield, and down goes the Sivir. And DNS right back in control. Flash on in. The knockback is good. But UCal flashes away.
Peter's super low, but he is going to survive. They're actually TPing to end in the mid lane. Closer and Dudu, I think, get this done. For a play if it's available, or otherwise just escape. Like, I think he legitimately thought he was in control of that moment. He absolutely was not, and as a result dies there, and the push is on. They already broke the inhibitor turret in mid, but did not get the inhibitor itself. He's got a ton of wave clear. He's gonna find out.
Yeah, I don't think he win this one, Dudu. No, he just spell shields the hammer down. That's not how you play that. And now Sharple.
No. This is like exactly what happened against Pro. I was there. Except I wasn't, actually. I was on a plane that I saw when I got off. But I remember it, okay? I was alive, and then I saw the VOD of it. Like, pushing over the threshold of, like, all right, we're in there. It's done.
Yeah.
We won the fight. We're in your base. Because the wave is always pushed against them, even though they're 5,000 gold up, because just watch this. The wave is gone.
Yeah.
Rich needs to be careful about being that far up.
And Duckdom kind of has to step up to the wave.
KRX are sieging! Spell shield, by the way.
Oh, and they caught Duckdom! The combo is there! They utilize Willer as the ball carrier, and now there's no AD carry, so KRX are just pressing their buttons. Willer, you have to be a little bit careful about how you approach it. They're still ahead, but it doesn't quite matter. They get the knockout on Sharvel. The chase is on Willer. He's... Oh, God. They do take him down.
Dudu!
And they're looking for Dudu here.
He's doing a lot of damage.
He's going to take out Ondil and a bit into UCal, but eventually they just keep him around. Zonius is there, and KRX
to work on this base, like it's a lot of structures up they got to go through.
Built a pickaxe.
Yeah, I saw that.
Shiny golden one.
I saw that. It's a little cheaper nowadays.
I don't know if that's a real item.
I don't think it's a real item.
I think he created his own and put it into the game and hoped we wouldn't.
He just bought a normal pickaxe, but it got the RNG to be the rare one.
Like 1 out of 100 million or something, and he just got it.
Okay, the siege is really strong. Aiming though!
Oh, Aiming just walks into them! they're just cleaning them up, Wolf. It's happening. DNS are coming back in the game. UCal is dead. It's an ace for DNS and a TP to bottom lane.
Not gonna lose a game from 10,000 gold up again this time. Just gonna lose the gold lead and then win anyways, as Aiming just walks into the enemy team and gets blasted off the map. And we are going the distance. We are going to Game 3, DNS versus KRX. Who is moving on to face Gen.G? We just don't know yet. We don't know yet, Valdez.
There's no way to know. These two teams are so close, and you think they've won. You think they have done it, and they have done the exact opposite of it.
So, is it Sharvel, or did Sharvel run it down? I don't know. Do you vote for Sharvel, or do you vote against Sharvel?
It's either Sharvel or Dudu. Actually, no, I'm voting for Peter. I'm voting for Peter. I don't care.
I voted for Dudu.
That's fair.
I think he had the most consistent performance.
Peter's not going to win, but I wanted to put my vote to him. His Bard was really good. And in a game that messy, you kind of needed that consistent guy. Like, Dudu did insane damage. He won the top lane very well. He had 2 kills early in that fight, and he used his lead very well.
It's... I don't know how this keeps happening with Aiming in these really high-stakes games where... And then Dudu gets it in the end.
This is fine. I think I knew Dudu was going to win, but I still wanted to vote for Peter. It is
Ezreal Nico.
Where's what did?
It's going to be Nautilus.
Yeah.
So it's kind of even, actually, the bottom lane matchup now. I find it's going to be a little bit skill-based. Whether Peter can turn it around on its head. Otherwise, they just get chunked out by the Nico, and the Kaisa can compete. I don't know what else he could play here. That skin is dumb.
And I don't see any other ones.
Look, this is the skin.
Well, where are the... Yeah, this is... Okay, this is...
Got the wings on it.
Yeah. This site must not be correct. I don't see the hot dog skin.
Yeah, maybe the other skin isn't real, and it's
yeah,
just what I said. You know, hot dog plus wings. Rich is level 1. That's in the Fury with red buff coming in. Hits level 2 actually. He's got hop.
Yeah, he's going in. Exhaust is there. Rich in a little bit of trouble, but he's got some help from his buddy Wukong. Although Dudu's still going to pick up the first blood and gets a nice little hop out of there. And Charvel can just try to run away from this one. Will hop over the wall. Flash follow from Willer. But now they're both running away from the Wukong. Willer doesn't really... He has to just wait for his dash to come back up, and then he should be able to take down Charvel, right? There it is.
Dudu's got to jump, I think.
Yeah. He just get hit by that Q.
Red buff's not going to get him.
Can he go over the wall? Yeah. Q. Oh, it's close. He takes a turret shot. Very, very close there. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, of course, we got more action. Ondil is dead. And we got a hook on aiming as well.
It's called a minion wave, though. It's kind of annoying to play this for Duck.
He was like, yeah, I definitely killed Peter 100%. Flashes in, gets the kill, and then gives another one to Duck Dom, who now has 2.
I don't know if aiming could have gotten out there.
Well, he's really been trying to be unique.
He's standing out, and he's doing a good job. As Rich...
Oh, Rich is in a lot of trouble here. No flash. He can't get away. He missed the wallop. He's going to hop, but a couple more autos, and he is dead. That's now 2-0 for...
Winnable for KRX. It's still a game. It's still fun. It's still fun.
Yeah.
It's still a game.
It is. I mean, we've seen drafts today that certainly one of the teams should have won with. Rich is just...
He's dead.
Yeah.
Not even needing the ultimate. Not even needing the ultimate. Not even needing the flash.
His jump is his ultimate, right? Like, that's too powerful.
His auto attack is his ultimate. It's on the same cooldown as his attack speed. Rich's champion pool aside, like, I think as a coach, you have to be willing to be like, we're looking for you, buddy. But not first pick the champion that Giga loses the game. Like, the game is over. Like, the game is literally over.
Is he dead again?
Yes. Flash
Because he has another hop, yeah.
Doesn't even need the flash, doesn't even need ult! GG, see you in the next round! Except I won't see you because you won't be going there.
It's an elimination match, no! And bullied by the whole team. Not solo killed 3 times in a row after getting bullied a little bit. Ondil gonna get a couple of flashes.
Willer's level 6, he's online.
That comes in a bit of trouble here. This is just going to get ulted by the lock, and Galio does come in, but the follow-up is not quite there. He has to flash away. They almost interrupt that Justice Punch, but he does get out.
For very long, is it?
Yeah. Sometimes you keep that turret alive, but I think when you're Tristana, you just commit to it. Duck Dom in a little bit of trouble, but he doesn't get rooted, and actually he's totally fine. Nearly kills Ondil. I say totally fine, but maybe aiming does follow up here as another Q to come in and a bit of extra burst from Ondil, who does unfortunately steal a kill.
Nautilus still isn't there. Still isn't there. Rich is like, or Duck Dom's like, I'm gonna hold this wave and deny farm. I'm like, you're dead,
there
buddy.
There are 4 people coming by. He gets knocked up anyway, and one arcane shift is not enough. I'd say you're exactly right. Oh, we got a minion here. I don't see any pings. That's a root here onto the Galio. Follow-up not really there. And now Ucal gonna try to throw a bunch of other things at Duck Dom.
What was that, my man? That's reportable. That's investigatable.
That's the end of that play. That's what that is. I respect that. There's no reason to really force that fight.
He didn't have ult.
Just run away.
Yeah, he didn't have ult. He would have died for sure if he tried to make something of it. Even if he tried to get cute with it and get his ult back.
And Dudu has exhaust. Ooh, nice little play here as the Nautilus not able to help out at all as Duck Dom does go down once again. And that's kind of what I was talking about in draft. But here comes Dudu trying to get on in, and he just dies.
He had to ult early.
I don't know. There's been a lot of craziness in this game. I feel like our players are definitely a bit tired, and it's showing. And the game is still kind of even. I don't know. Aiming is going to get taunted here. He's just dead. Duck Dom picks up his 3rd kill. He's now 3 and 5.
Charvel's like,
oh.
Because they did overextend on the play. Whoa, so it's how that time fell. It's 15:30.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, it's such a crazy game, and we still don't know. It's so even. And now Peter's in a rough spot. He actually tried to hook in for the engage, and he just gets punished here. No depth charge for him.
Guys, they're taking bad fights around the map, and I'm like, well, if you can't win from that game state, you know, DRX got 5 Teemos, and I'd probably be on their side.
That's a Mega Gnar. I don't know about this engage. They're trying to burst down Rich. They're doing a decent job of it, but Peter is going to pay the price as well. In comes the Galio, as now Charvel does assassinate the KeSPA, and the 2 Fed members of DRX are actually on the run.
Right? Like, it's 18 minutes in, he has 2 items spike, even though it looked like, oh, he has 5 deaths. It's going to take him until like 20 minutes, 22 minutes, right? Well, not really, because he had a lot of money early. He just lost all of his lead. As Rich, he was never ahead in this game.
Yeah, he's dead. Aiming comes in. He says, hold on, I will help, and he dies. This is actually the peel to come through from Ondil, at least. Willer there at the same time, and Dudu just jumps away. Peter has other ideas. He is going in, and Dudu is going out, but Duckdom goes in, as they are looking to take down Willer. The burn is not quite enough to get it done, but Duckdom does
up.
Come back in.
True shots up, Duckdom.
Locked behind everyone.
The build here for UCal is a little bit strange, by the way.
Yeah.
For Bloodletter's second.
That's not standard.
I guess when you're this fed and you kind of have to carry, you turn it, you try to do a little bit of brawler lock somehow. We'll see if it works out for him.
And maybe to deal with the Galio a little bit. I don't know. It seems a bit strange.
It's really hard to get value out of that with a champion that does it one combo.
Here comes Willer. And he just knocks up Duckdom instead of going for the turret. And the follow-up is not quite there because the Galio just negates all of it. And the peel is huge. Aiming not able to do enough damage. And now Rich is left by his lonesome in the mid lane. It's 4 kills.
I mean, maybe they're telling the story of like Duckdom went from like the hero to zero to hero. Like he was hero to zero to hero, actually. He's done the whole thing. He's been on both sides. He's completed the circuit.
He really has.
He was also hero last year in the World's Finals to hero to zero, you know?
Yeah.
Hero again, I suppose, in this KeSPA Cup angle, just to do some narrative. I mean, Duckers has been, he was on Nongshim back in the day. What? Why? I mean, I guess the flank angle was kind of there. He didn't have flash, though.
There's no Mega Gnar, and there's like 17 wards behind them, so...
Speaking of wards, have you noticed the Warden's mail for Ondil this game?
Yeah.
He's tanking.
I don't know.
It's Cloud Soul, by the way.
He's going randoms into double AD carry, I guess. Very interesting. Willer might just die. He's just gonna go in instead. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I don't know.
Dudu just rocket jump away from his teammates Galio. What was that? Doesn't matter, but I guess maybe he was scared about something else there. Peter, don't feed them.
Do it. Do it. Listen to the voices.
Just walk away. You've got good siege. You got Baron for 40 more seconds. True shot barrage goes through.
I think the backs of DRX have been broken, actually. They had a moment where for like 10 minutes they could have utilized Fed Lock, Fed Wukong, and instead...
Is UCal going to lose this game with a perfect KDA?
I hope so, just for the memes. Not for UCal. Aiming just dives straight into Exhaust, and he says, get me out of here, and they will. They will listen to him as the Exhaust comes in. Gonna have to flash away from the lock with a follow-up here onto the clone.
Oh, missed the timing on Dudu there for UCal's ult.
The hook comes in, and that'll be the end of Rich.
They almost got Dudu. They were so close.
Duckdom's like almost legendary in this game, by the way. Yeah, well, that's exactly what I expected from this matchup.
Is that so, Valdez?
I knew this was going to happen. That's why I said
GG, Valdez, 11,000 gold at the end. The difference, no drop down.
By the way, UCal finished the game 6-0.
Yeah, he did. He didn't get that 7th kill onto Dudu. It was very close. It was almost on the execute threshold. Didn't go Storm Surge. Didn't have that extra damage. And even though he had that really big mistake into UCal in the bottom lane, he's going to be my POG vote.
Yeah, I don't really know who else you would vote for.
Duckdom?
Peter? He doesn't want to jump straight into Galio, but yeah, hindsight is 2020.
That one death away, basically was given counter pick and said, okay, thanks for giving me a free win in this game.